Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like E-I-O. Every time when they see my shows, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta Paydirt. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. There's a 3rd down and 4. on third down. They go with Cook. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. They bring the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, this is Cook. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
It's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. 1st down and goal. They motion the slot man left. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
You find yourself as a play caller saying, all right, I only got to get 1 yard, and I got multiple plays to do it. What you don't plan for is all of a sudden you're going to go backwards, and it changes the entire approach and, frankly, the entire play call sheet that you have to draw from.
Slot man in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
This drive will start on the ground. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by the rookie out of LSU. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. Once again, it's Corum. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Running forward is Corum. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
On the handoff, this is Corum. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Blake Corum. Touchdown, Minnesota. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Vikings move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. Smith. Working across the field. He gets this to Neighbors. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football at their own 40.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They send him right out of the slot. He's across midfield. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Slot man in motion right. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Cook. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues. Once again, it's Cook. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Smith. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. On play action, Smith. This is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's got it! No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. So we are at halftime here in the Super Bowl. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start this on the ground with Corum. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down. They motion the slot man left. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's taken in. It's James Cook.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 60 Bobcat.
Working out of the gun. Smith. Quick throw. Taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Vikings move out to a 21-3 advantage. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. The motion man is Murray. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Hook with a first down and much more. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. The motion man is Murray. On second down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out, and he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Vikings stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Smith. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl.
With the score, Vikings 20.
Ready. Set.
The motion man is Murray. On first down is Smith. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. He's going to air this one out. That's hard! And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Now a run with Cora. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll stay on the ground with Cora. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Slot man in motion left. And I don't know, I think he is short. They are. They're going to mark him short. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He'll let one go down the middle. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Smith. To the right side here, pass is caught. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Smith. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Slot receiver, headed right. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go. Smith. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. To throw, here's Smith. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The drive for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. A handoff running left is Corum. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was...
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Smith. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set.
The motion man is Murray. Throwing on 2nd down. Smith gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Smith now. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Back is Smith. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Coro. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll send their tight end left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down. They motion the slot man left. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. And the Vikings have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Minnesota Vikings. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it.